This is the cross-examination of Major Patrick Cecil, questioning by Miss Auger of the defense in the Richard Allen case. This is a trigger warning. Parts of this examination may be difficult to hear. The court, Miss Auger? Questions by Miss Auger. Question. So we know somehow there is a pool of blood near a tree, a large pool, right? Answer, near a tree. Question, yes. Answer, no. Question, no. Answer, there was a smaller accumulation near the tree. Question, oh. Answer, which pool are you referring to, ma'am? I'm sorry. Question, well, there are several large pools of Libby German's blood, correct? Answer, there is 3 smaller ones, accumulation, and there was 1 very large one. Question, okay, 1 very large one. Now, Libby German's neck had several cuts, correct? Answer, I believe there were 3. Question, and would you agree with me, Mr. Cicero or Major Cicero, that the individual cutting Libby German's neck, their hand could also be covered in blood? Answer, it's very possible, yes. Question, and probably likely? Answer, depends on his actions. It's very possible that what he does and how she faces the assailant, what her actions are, her moving away from him, the initial cut, if you will. I'm not sure which injury did that. So there's a lot of factors to automatically saying if I'm going to agree with you or not. Question, okay. Now you said his hand. Why do you say his hand? Answer, mistake. Question, okay, thank you. Answer, a hand. Question, all right. Now you know that someone had blood on their hand and it was transferred to the tree. Answer, yes, ma'am. Question, in a pattern? Answer, yes, ma'am. Question, okay, and one of the patterns is an upside down L, correct? Answer, yes. Question, now did you do any analysis of any other individual's hands? Answer, I don't understand, ma'am. Anyone else? Question, well, you picked an individual who was 5'4", correct? Answer, yes, ma'am. Question, and that is because Libby German was 5'4"? Answer, yes, ma'am. Question, do you know how your subject's hand compared to that of Libby German's hand? Answer, I don't, ma'am, no. Question, so you have an idea how similar at all those 2 hands might be? Answer, when you say similar, what characteristics are you referring to? Question, in size. Answer, correct. Question, and then you didn't, for instance, have any idea about the size of, let's say, Brad Holder's hand? Answer, I'm not sure who that is, ma'am. Question, okay, so you were just limited to your test individual. Is that correct? Answer, yes. This experiment was merely a way to show that there's an alternative explanation other than painting. Question, okay, but if you want to make a pattern of an upside down L, I can recreate that with my hand, right? Answer, yes. Question, I can dip it in blood, or if my hand already has blood on it, and put it on a tree. Answer, yes. Question, and you have no idea how that blood was transferred to the tree other than that Libby German's blood was transferred to the tree? Answer, yes. Question, now, sir, if I could, you talk about Libby German, and I'm looking at page 5, if it's kind of the end of the first paragraph of your report? Answer, okay. Question, and you said blood stain evidence would indicate Libby German would have been stationary for some time at the location of the larger pooling believed to be placard 3. Is that answer? Yes, ma'am. That's the large accumulation pooling. Yes. Question, okay. Can you show me what I've looked and I can't find the place card or the placards? Can you show me on one of these exhibits where the pool is? Can you point that out? Answer, sure, ma'am. I'm going to point it out to the state's exhibit 36. Question, okay. Hold on, let me get there. I see what you're saying. Answer, and state's exhibit 37 right here indicates. Question, of course, it's the last one I looked at. Answer, yes, sure. Question, Thank you. And you said her body was stationary for some time, and then it was later moved to the vicinity of the pooling to her final location where she was discovered. Answer, yes. And question, now, when you said later moved, that implies to me that someone else moved her. Answer, yes. She didn't move herself. Question, answer, no. Question, and in your experience, sir, have you ever had the occasion to move a dead body? Answer, yes. Question, how would you compare moving a dead body to someone who's alive? Is it more difficult? Answer, I think it all depends of the person. I believe it'd probably be the same if the person is alive, is limp, and I'm supposed to move them. Are they fighting? I don't know. Question, and how far do you think Libby German's body was moved? Answer, well, whatever the distance was from that pooling area to her final location, whatever that may be. Perhaps it was 7, 8 feet, maybe. I'm just looking at it. I don't know a context. I don't have the scale in there. Question, and I'm going to show, I didn't mark, but I don't know which exhibit this is. Do you have that exhibit? Answer, 37. Question, 37. Okay. Can you draw on where the track of Libby German's body went? Answer, I cannot with these photographs. It's too difficult. We'd have to have different photographs. Question, have you seen any photographs? Answer, oh, I've seen them all. Question, that shows the exact path that her body took. Answer, from the pooling tree? Question, yes. Answer, you can actually look in the photographs, and I believe it's 36, and see the blood trail as it moves around. So it appears to me that it's a direct path from here. Her head would have been in the vicinity, head and neck would have been in the vicinity of the large pooling. So whomever would have done this would have pulled her, and as a result, the leg and the buttocks, the under the leg and the calf also came in contact with the blood, and it drug through there, and which is indicative of the staining upon the leaves and the foliage, as well as the staining observed on the back of her leg. You also said that several of the flow patterns observed on Libby German's face were not consistent with her final positioning. Answer, correct. Question, can you tell me what patterns those were? Answer, well, those patterns are going across her chin, across her face, down her eye, that when you look at her final position, I believe her head is turned to the left, and that would not be consistent with the patterns that we observed on her face. Again, blood is a fluid. Fluids travel in the least resistance. Gravity is a factor here, and so at some point her head was potentially turned at some point. Maybe her head was, when she was, however she was picked up, her head was down. You know, if you pick up a person who is limp, there, because of gravity, the neck, the head would go back. That would allow these flow patterns to occur. Question, Major Cicero, I'm going to show you the defendant's exhibit UUU. Have you seen that photo before? Answer, yes, it looks very familiar from all the photos that I observed. Question, okay. It's probably not the best one to do this, but can you identify the flow pattern on her face that you believe has been altered? Answer, I don't believe anything's been altered. Question, okay. Answer, on her face, on her body, there was alterations, but the flow patterns aren't consistent with her positioning. Question, okay. See what you're saying? Answer, yeah. Question, okay. At some point her head was positioned differently with respect to the rest of her body? Answer, her head would have to be clear. The head would have had to have been in a different position where the blood would have flowed across the face in that manner for her head to be like that. And the blood would not flow up her chin and over her face. The face and the neck would have had to have been at some point back and turned to create that. Question, and you're talking about the blood flow on her right cheek? Answer, primarily her right cheek, but you know, blood does not defy gravity, so I am on her chin and whatnot. Miss Auger, Move to admit UUU. Defendant's Exhibit UUU offered. The court. Any objections? Mr. Luttrell. No objection, Your Honor. The court. All right. Without objection, UUU is admitted. Attorney Nicholas McClellan. Judge. The court. And I'll seal it. Mr. McClellan. Sorry. Yeah. Can we make sure that's under seal, though? The court. Yes, sir. Mr. McClellan. Okay. Thank you, Judge. Question. Now, upon moving on to Abby Williams. Answer. Yes, ma'am. Question. Now, to be clear, you're getting all of this from photographs? Answer. Yes. Question. Okay. And you said on the left side of Abby Williams' neck, you observed what appeared to be coagulated and wet and dried blood? Answer. Yes. Question. So not all the blood had dried on the side of her neck? Answer. The side of her neck, mostly in the hoodie, sweatshirt area, it's a protected place. It would not dry as quick, especially accumulations. Question. And the flow patterns on Abby Williams' face are also not consistent with her final position? Answer. Yes. Some of them were not correct. Question. Now, page 7 of your report, you said there's no conclusion being made. Abby Williams was nude at some point on or about February 13th, 2017. You went to see it? I'm a visual person. Answer. Yeah, I am too. Question. Yeah. Answer. Thank you. Question. Sure. Last sentence. Answer. Right. No conclusions are being made that she was completely nude. She could have been. Question. Completely nude? Answer. Right. She could have had her pink shirt, gray brassiere, and black brassiere on at the time. I can't determine that. Question. But would you agree with me that at some point she was partially nude? Answer. Yes. Question. Okay. You did not video record your experiment. Answer. No. Question. Sorry. Answer. You're fine, ma'am. Question. Okay. Do you know what exhibit number it is? Is that 37? Answer. This, yeah, 37, ma'am. Question. Okay. And Major Cicero, Exhibit 37 is an aerial view of the bodies. Is that correct? Answer. Yes, I believe the investigator was on a ladder. Question. Thanks. And can you estimate, with respect to, let's say, Libby German, what percentage of her body is covered by sticks? Answer. Maybe, I'm bad at this, ma'am, I'm sorry, maybe 3 to 5%, 3% maybe, I don't know. Question, maybe 3? Answer, maybe 3. Question, not much. Answer, not much, no. Question, okay, and with respect to Abby Williams, same question, what percentage of her body? Answer, very small. Question, okay. Answer, very small percentage. Question, and would you agree with me, sir, that there are lots of leaves? Answer, yes. Questions, in the area? Answer, yes. Question, all right. And there are other sticks in the area? Answer, there are. Question, okay, if I want to cover a body, do you agree with me that it would be much better to use leaves and sticks than sticks that cover maybe 3% of your body? Answer, I don't disagree. Question, Major Cicero, would you agree with me, based on viewing the pictures and the crime scene, viewing these girls' injuries, it would be safe to say there was a lot of chaos out there? Answer, I would agree with that. Question, and it would be given that it would be impossible to actually recreate what happened? Answer, given the data, yes. Ms. Auger, I have no further questions. The court, Mr. Luttrell. Redirect examination of Major Patrick Cicero by Mr. Luttrell. Question, have you seen sticks on bodies at murder scenes before? Answer, yes. Question, more than once? Answer, yes. Question, and have you seen sticks used as sort of a grid or a pattern or putting other objects on? Answer, yes. Question, bodies? Would you explain what you've seen? Answer, however, the person who did it and would have, covered the person, they would put it on the sides, sticks across the center diagonally, almost building a bridge for other sticks. The idea of concealment is to break up the pattern, and I've seen that before, where they use sticks and leaves to cover up the body. Question, without fully covering up the body? Answer, yeah, to try to fully cover up the body, and it never obviously the bodies were found, they didn't do a good job. Mr. Luttrell, nothing further. The court, Miss Auger, recross-examination of Major Patrick Cicero. Questions by Miss Auger. Question, have you seen bodies that were buried? Answer, yes, I work at the University of Tennessee in training. I bury bodies all the time and dig them up. It's part of the training. It's the entomology and forensic anthropology. Question, and other bodies that you have seen that have sticks and leaves, were they more covered or more concealed than the bodies of Libby German and Abby Williams? Answer, the ones that in my real-life cases, yes, they had more sticks on them. Why there were more sticks on this, I don't know. Miss Auger, okay, thank you. The court, all right, thank you, Major. You may step down. This concludes the testimony of Major Patrick Cicero, given at hearing on motion in limina conducted August 1st, 2024, in this cause. Thanks for watching Deb's True Crime Notebook. I know this wasn't the easiest information to listen to, and that it tugs at our heartstrings pretty heavily. But I hope that you're okay after listening to this. Make sure you hug your loved ones today, and we'll see you next time.